Speculation Sunday! Welcome to Speculation Sunday on a Sunday. We got a lot to talk about from many different theme parks today. We're not going to just focus on the main ones. We got a lot. There's a lot to talk today. We got Just As Danny in the house. How you doing, Danny?
Hey, I'm doing good. There is a lot to talk about today.
And it's from all different portions of these theme parks. Danny, any content down the line that's about to come out on your end? We got podcasts, YouTube video, Twitters.
Yeah. You can follow me on YouTube and all the social medias at Just Ask Danny. If you just search it, you can find it. And if you want to follow the podcast is the 5571. Just search the 5571 or the 5571 podcast, however you want to search it. And you can subscribe, follow whatever podcast platform you have, whatever it says to do, you can do that. And also, too, if you guys want to send in voice memos, I have an email address, Danny@justaskdanny.com. It's in the show notes of basically all the podcast episodes, too. But if you want to do, I was kind of hoping to get enough voice memos so that I could do like a question and answer episode.
Yeah.
With like people's questions
Send
on
Danny
air.
question voice memos.
If you're comfortable with it playing online.
Send them. Man, I almost feel like we don't even need to talk Tiana's Bayou Adventure today. It's like everything but Tiana's. How's everybody doing out there? Thank y'all for joining, taking time out of your Sunday to hang out with me and Danny today. We're going to be talking from the Disneyland, Universal Studios Hollywood, Knott's, to Walt Disney World, to Disney Cruise Line, to Epic Universe. Like this is a jam-packed live stream today. So before we get into all of that, I do want to open up with a Q&A. Any questions, travel advice? You know, I know a lot of people are going to be traveling this month or next month. Any questions? I want to start off with you guys, the Five Fire community. Post comment, topic, question, something you guys would like us to go over. We're going to start off with that today. What's up, Barbie Cerna? How you doing in the Five Fire community? We got Wing Nike in the house, Virginia Lake. Juan Andrade, what's up? Brianna, hope all is well. Everything's fire. Everything is fire right now. Thank you, Brianna. Dude, every time I see Disney Cruise Line, it just like hits my heart. I have a cruise lined up this year, but to the end. Mondo, should we talk about what I saw on the freeway earlier today? What'd you see on the freeway, Peter? You didn't send me nothing. You just said a double-decker bus, but what does that mean? Will you be offering travel packages for Epic? Yes. So anybody that's reached out for a quote, I'm going to actually be working on all that stuff today and then tomorrow. So I will be getting back to a lot of people in the next couple days. But yes, for sure we've done many people that have traveled already in packages to Universal Orlando in general. But soon enough, it's going to be all the Epic Universe stuff. Let's see. What's up, Clay? My family sent in a Walt Disney World quote. I'm going to get it done today, Clay. Don't even worry about it. We're going to get it done. That's how I've been meaning to get to it. Do you think it's possible to get a Twisted Metal maze? Hey, I'm down for that. I would totally be down for that. But I'm going to say no. That has not been in like the rumor mill. But that would be really, really cool. What's up, Nina? Darstar, how come you did not go to Orlando influencer like Ketra and Peter did and Mouse vibes? It looked like it would have been a great trip. I don't even know who. I think it was Orlando Informer invited them, or maybe even Universal Orlando Media. I reached out to Universal Orlando Media multiple times, denied every time. It's simple as that. What's up, Mark W? We got Jacob in the house. And I don't know anything about Orlando Informer. It would be cool. I would love to attend those kind of things. Trying to go on a cruise later this year. Just do it. Are you kidding me? Just do
it. Just do it.
I don't know if there's any cruises in California. I think it's all Florida this year, which is kind of weird. I wanted to do a Halloween Wonder so bad, or Christmas Wonder, but they don't exist this year. My Alyssa just got back from Disneyland. So sad they didn't do anything to celebrate Donald's birthday. Ha! Oh, wrong one. I could have taught that Disney don't care about nothing. They don't even care about Disneyland's birthday. Japan, they go all out for Donald. Literally, they decorated. There's even like a whole Jolly Holiday Donald. Like, it's crazy. They care about Donald over there, not at Disneyland. What's up, Hula Mama? Let's see. Peter says it's weird how Universal dropped the other two lands. They have not even dropped the news on them yet. Yeah, it was weird, but I don't mind. All right, let's just get into this. Danny, I'm going to let you choose. Where do you want to take the conversation first, man?
Let's start off at HHN.
Ooh! All right.
We got an announcement.
Yeah, how do you feel? How did it all come down on your end?
I really like The Quiet Place. So I'm interested to see how they implement a maze for The Quiet Place. But I liked the movie. It was felt very suspenseful. And suspenseful movies play really well into mazes, I think, anyway. So that'll be a lot of fun, in my opinion. I'd love to see like how they is it going to be just like quiet moments where like you see the actors and stuff kind of like barely trying to move and make a sound, and then like the scares are just so much more impactful because it's like so like loud compared to the rest of the maze. It's funny because when you think about walking through an HHN maze, Mondo, typically it's a lot of loud music, screaming, like there's usually some kind of like gory scene going on where someone's getting murdered and then someone jumps out and scares you. So it's like Quiet Place is like the opposite of that. And so I feel like do we kind of know yet where this is going? Because I feel like this would be best inside the soundstage.
It's going to Walking Dead, Danny. Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember John Murdy posted that, right?
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing that was confirmed is that it's going to have a facade, which I don't even know how you fit a facade in there. But sure.
Well, they had a facade for the Hollywood Hotel or whatever it was there, right?
I'm gonna say no for Horror Hotel. It was just kind of like an elevator, and then you just walked in there.
But it had
in
like
a
the
hotel.
sign that said like Horror Hotel, didn't it?
It might have been like a banner, like a plastic banner. I don't know. We're gonna see how that plays out. Do you think the whole concept of being quiet is going to be scary for you?
Yes, like I said, because the scares are going to be very impactful when they happen. Because obviously the monsters will jump out and scare you at some point, or my guess is the actors will probably be like playing a scene where like they're trying to be quiet and like make no noise when the monsters are near, and then maybe they make a noise or something happens and then it jumps out and starts murdering or killing them.
Yeah.
And like you witness that happening. So I think it will be. I think it's going to be very spooky and scary. So, and I like that it's indoors. Although the only thing I don't like about the Walking Dead attraction is it's not very long. So it just means it's not going to be a very big maze, which is kind of a bummer. But
I think this is something new, so I am very excited. Anytime it's something new, I'm always open for it. The things I find weird, Danny, is that like maybe they go with like no music throughout the maze kind of feel. That's what I was thinking. Because it's Quiet Place. Like there's not an iconic song to it, at least not that I remember.
Well, no, the movie's like very silent. Like when you're watching it, at some point, like that's what adds to the scariness of it all.
Yeah,
When's
there's
the last
not a
time you
lot of
watched it? I
words.
watched it with you in theaters, I think.
Yeah, no, I've seen them all. I've seen Quiet Place multiple times. The first and second movie multiple times. I just like John Krasinski. Anything he does, I freaking love it. Um, I'm excited. They're already selling this merch with this symbol right here um, at the Universal Studios Hollywood. It's a shirt and a mug. One thing to note as well is that girl is standing in like a grass field outside the barn. So maybe that'll be part of the scene as you're kind of in the grass field and maybe you make a noise. I don't know. I'm just kind of weirded out how they're gonna make a monster that's like humongous come to life in a maze. Look at this thing, Danny. This thing is ginormous, dude. Right here, right? Right there. Look at that. How are they gonna make that come to life? I still just do not know, dude. I do not know. We'll see. We will see. Um, Thank gosh we finally got our first announcement with Halloween Horror Nights. We could move on to number 2, number 3. Hopefully these announcements just start flying.
Yeah, but in addition to the first maze, which was a Quiet Place, we also got the dates, right? Because at least for Universal Studios Hollywood, we didn't have the dates for the event. And simultaneously on Thursday, when this announcement happened, tickets went on sale. So if you want to pull that up, Mondos, people kind of know what the prices look like
Yeah.
for RIP, for tickets, for just the dates in general. And it sounds like this year, the early admission was a big success. So we saw that back again this year. Do we see the prices go up on that, or is it still starting at $10 like last year?
I have not bought an early entry myself. Let's take a look. Yeah, $10. Early entry. So that's for September right there. You're
So
looking at
opening night $10. So it's
20.
basically like weekdays 10, Fridays 15, Saturdays 20, Sundays 15,
Let's go to
unless you get closer
October.
to October.
10, 25. So 25 is the highest it goes. Yeah, that's reasonable. Considering it was like that last year. Um, I'm just glad these haven't hit $40. Stuff like that. And the thing too, Danny, it's gonna go. Horror Nights is going all the way to November 3rd, so Sunday.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Ooh,
Halloween this year is on a Thursday.
damn.
It's on a Thursday. It's
Uh,
only $10 on Halloween Day.
I kind of want
Mondo's gonna Mondo's
to
gonna have
buy that.
frequent fear, so I was like, maybe you'll go that day.
Yeah, I kind of want to buy that early entry on Halloween if it's just $10 right now.
Yeah, I loved early entry. I thought it was the coolest thing. We went down. I wanted to make it a point for my video when I went, or not my video, but I think I shared it just on TikTok, or not on TikTok, on Twitter and on Instagram. I wanted to showcase like how much you could do just during the early entry time without using your Express, because I had Express, but I also had early entry, but I didn't want to start using my Express until the event actually started. So I ended up getting done 3 of the 4 lower lot mazes just during that early entry time without without my Express admission. I remember I went straight to Stranger Things. Then I did Holidays in Hell, and then what was the other maze that was by Holidays?
Uh, Exorcist.
Exorcist. Yeah, I did Exorcist as well, and then
That
we couldn't do. I didn't end up doing the Last of Us because that was delayed opening and it wasn't ready for early entry. And some people chose to spend their entire early entry time waiting in line for The Last of Us to open so that they could be one of the first to get on it, and because that was frequently having like a 3-hour wait.
and they were
So it
closing
did
the
end up getting,
queue. They were closing the queue.
yeah, it did end up getting 3 hours at that point, at some point throughout it. So It was worth it, but I mean, early entry for $10, you can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Ah,
I liked it. I liked it a lot, and it's even better if you had admission to the park that day already. It makes it
yeah,
even easier.
super
So
early entry. We got 35 months. Regular Josh Wong. Freaking 35. Thank you, Josh. What up, Monto and the Fire communities? 35 months going strong. Also, I turn 28 tomorrow, and I can't believe it. Fire it up.
happy early
Wow.
birthday
Can we get birthday cakes in the chat? Can we get
for
some
regular
birthday
Josh
cakes?
one.
Yeah, for regular Joshua, 28. Dang, you're getting old. You're getting old. I'm just kidding. You're young, man. 28's
We got
young. Young
a
buck.
thing in the chat, Mondo, from Halloween 365 days. I don't know if you can confirm this. It says, wait, I forgot. Do you need early entry if you're a pass holder? I could have sworn pass holders had a wristband location inside that you were able to get at like 4 p.m. So last year, the early entry was new. We've never had that before. It was always something that you could just do. You could just do early access, and usually a few mazes were open, but this was the first time that early access was paid, like a paywall.
Yeah.
So it had a lot of controversy last year when they introduced it, but it ended up being a really good service. Like it was definitely worth the money every single time.
You know what it reminds
You
me
know,
of, Daddy? It's like
like,
the Phantasmic Dining. It's like the Universal's Phantasmic Dining, dude.
mhm.
It's like
Because early access before would never include the lower lot, right? It would be like the ones on the upper lot.
no. It was like it could have been like one on the upper lot, one on the lower lot. Like it was like always different. It wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily like upper lot, lower lot. But yeah, early entry. First time it was paid last year. Obviously, it worked out so good. They did it again this year. It made a lot of money. Made a lot of money. These $10, $20, they add up. Um, Let me see. We got one more member chat from Samuel Delgado. Excited for HHN this year. Me too, man. Thank you for 21 months, Samuel. Have you bought your tickets already, brother? Have you bought your tickets? But thank you, Samuel. Freaking papa. Let me see. Somebody commented this. I think it was Anthony. I just want to comment on it real quick, Danny. Did you see John Murdy's tweet saying that they reworked the space of the Walking Dead building? I did not.
I did not, but I'm happy to hear that because um, it kind of sucked with that building, knowing basically what the layout was going to be because of the layout that all the other mazes had shared. So it's cool that they reworked that, and I hope they made it so that it's a little bit more open, so they have more play to use that space for mazes in the future, and it feels different each time because it kind of was like a bummer when like a maze was in there because you're like, it's gonna be like that regular layout.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to find the tweet. Well, it's some. I don't know. I didn't see John Murdy's tweet, but Junior referenced that to me today too. Um, I like that they. I mentioned this a while ago. Last year, he mentioned that they wanted to just clean out The Walking Dead. It just don't exist anymore. That walkthrough is gone, so they get like a clean slate, pretty much like a soundstage for Horror Nights or whatever else they're trying to do in there. So hopefully this walkthrough is just a brand new experience. It's not just the same old that we were getting every year. I like that. I like that a lot. We got Fam G with 2 months of membership. Excited for the 2 p.m. day and night pass, super early entry.
Yeah, that's a great pass too. It's a great pass too. Can you pull up the prices, Mondo, just so people kind of know?
Yeah.
We went through the early entry, but so we've got RIP again, right?
Yes.
Are you gonna be doing RIP this year? Like,
Yes.
what's your plan? What's the
R-
what's the
I-
Five Fires plan for HHN?
I got Frequent Fear, so I could go a lot like a crazy person. And I have got a RIP tour. The RIPs, they are more expensive than last year. I guess it's just the way it works now. They start at $389 and they get pretty pricey after that. Like they get it. I think the highest that I saw was like 400 or something, like 450. Let me check RIP real quick. What are they? September RIP goes up to 469, and then October. Well, how high does it go? 509, dude. Did those prices go up already? Wow, $509 for VIP or RIP in October. Damn. But the day and night ticket, that one is really reasonable, and that one does include it does include Super Nintendo World, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
The day and night 2 p.m. ticket in September, you're looking at $120, $150 at the highest. So there you go. You get a little bit of Universal, and then you get all of Horror Nights. You could do a 2 p.m. ticket and pay that early entry fee. You got a nice little combo going on there for kind of a more budget friendly without dishing out the express money, you know? So yeah, that's a good option actually. I like that option. Man, can't wait. It's just Horror Night conversation.
Are you doing? Did you do Ultimate Fear, Mondo, or Frequent Fear?
Frequent Fear. Ultimate I can't do. I like going to Scary Farm, Fright Fest, possibly Oogie Boogie. Maybe we'll see. There's just so much other stuff that I can't just be Horror Nights only. But Fan G, thank you, man. Let's see. Mondo, Justin, how about Alan Wake House? I don't even know who that is. Alan Wake? Is that like a director? Let me see. All right. Danny, I just want to get your thoughts real quick. Let me bring this up.
So are we leaving Horror Nights and Universal for now?
No. Let's stick to Universal one more time. But look at this, Danny. That's today. That's today right there, dude. Look at that. They're almost ready to start connecting track, bro. Like, I'll just give you my opinion. When I see this, I look at this as like they're not messing around. I know it's a 2026 thing. Universal is they love their soft openings for months. They're all about it. So maybe next year, I don't know, like the August time frame, maybe something could come to life for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift.
Yeah. I could even see it soft opening during their HHN next year.
Whoo, what a great way to sell tickets. Hey, you get some Horror Nights, a little soft opening Hollywood Drift. Damn. That's a great way to sell tickets. I'll tell you that much. Oh, man. We still don't know much, officially from Universal, but hopefully we start seeing like what this is going to officially look like, what the ride through is going to look like, the ride vehicle, all that good stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, we have Anthony Alvarez in the chat says, I feel like they will surprise us and say it's opening at the end of 2025 instead of 2026. Do you think Universal is just trying to plan, Mondo, for like another really bad winter season this coming year? And so they just put 2026, but like that way they have extra time. If they can get it open in 2025, it's like a bonus and it makes them look better.
I could see that. Totally. Where they're just like beat expectations more than anything.
Yeah.
I
do know when the roller coaster's done, there's a lot of programming and testing they got to do, though.
Yeah, and safety, the whole safety aspect of a roller coaster on a hill, that's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. But yeah, dude, Hollywood Drift, man, it's really coming to life. It's so cool. All right, let's move on to another topic. Uh, where is this, Danny? I want to get to this
So
one. Or what were you
I
gonna
was gonna
say?
say before we leave HHN, is there any other like rumors about like announcements, or is this kind of just it right now? Like we see that one facade that's in between Mummy that people are saying looks like a Fallout shelter. So like maybe we see Fallout or something.
Uh, I'm gonna go with nothing right now. I actually filmed a vlog today at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'll post it after today's live. This is a picture. I posted this on my Twitter. That's what it's looking like. Um, I hope it's Fallout because it'll be something brand new. But at the same time, I have no clue. I have no clue what this could be. Other people keep saying it's going to be Toxic Tunnel, Danny. Would you be excited if it's Toxic Tunnel? Like, does that excite you?
Yeah, that does.
I just feel
Yeah.
like Toxic Tunnel is just flashing. That's all I think about. Just
Dude,
strobe light, strobe light, strobe light.
Toxic Tunnel was like was such a like for the OG people. Like I miss that so much.
Yeah, Toxic Tunnel meant you were about to have a badass Halloween Horror Nights because Metro sets are included. So
Yep.
and, and,
I was just gonna say that.
yeah, Toxic Tunnel just means it's going to be an incredible year of Horror Nights. Um, all right, I want to move on to something we don't really talk about, but I want to get into it today. Uh, a lot of media went to the new island, and they got on the Disney Magic, right? I think it was the Magic, and they sailed away to what is it called? Lookout Key. Lookout Key is the new location that the Disney Cruise Line is going to be heading to. I think in the next month or very soon is their first voyage. Um, the crazy part though was how you get there. Um, Shout out to Scott Gustin for posting all this. So it's a bridge that you dock to, and then from the bridge you're gonna walk to the island. And a lot of people were posting like how long it took them. Some people were saying it was like a 12-minute walk, 15-minute walk. I think somebody commented that it was like a half mile. Um, and there you go. That's a better angle at it all. Um, so you get off the ship, you walk this bridge, and then at some point in time, you then you'll load onto a tram, and then the tram will take you all the way to the other side of the island, where you finally get to enjoy Lookout Key. And does he have? I guess Lookout Key is this thing. Danny, how do you feel? I know you're not a big cruiser, but like, how do you feel about the whole process of this bridge, and then a tram, and then you go on the all the way on the other side of the island?
I mean, this is I think people gotta realize that like this particular setup, this not is not a private island for Disney.
Yeah.
This is an island in the Bahamas that is shared by a lot of other cruise companies and resorts and stuff. So Disney just has a section on this island. So it was a little bit different with Castaway Key, which is Disney's own private island. They can dredge, they can dig out the sand and make all that so that the boat can pull right up to the island. Whereas this one, they can't, right? They can't disturb the life around the island. So they have to have the ships dock where they can naturally be because they're so big. And then they have to build a dock that goes all the way out to the ship so that people can get to the island so they don't have to boat everyone in. Because boating would take so much longer than just walking on a bridge. Although I don't know how hot it gets in the Bahamas, but it's in the same tropical weather area, right, as like Florida. That space, it's like just off the coast of Florida, right? So I would imagine it's pretty hot. it can get pretty hot, right? So walking on that completely exposed dock all the way with no shade or anything,
Yeah.
especially with like kids and stuff, it's got to be hard. And if you spent all day on the island, like laying out in the sun, sitting in the pool, you get really worn out. Walking all the way back, it's got to be tough. Um, so it's just, I think people need to go in with the expectations, right? Like, if you want like full Disney experience, like private, like do Castaway Key, but
Castaway Key.
um,
Yeah.
this is like mixed in with other areas, so it's not like you're not getting like the full Disney. I mean, you are in shroud like with Disney, right? Like when you're there, you have the Disney stuff and like the things that they've built. But you have to take tram to the specific area because the island's not all Disney. So it's like if you want to just see it because it's new, right? You can do that. But I feel like for me personally, I don't cruise, so I would either want to cruise that does both or that only does Castaway because
Mm-hmm.
there's more. I think there's more fun things, like they have like buried statues under the water, so when you go snorkeling you can see like a statue of Prince Eric that looks like the one that Ariel has in her grotto. They've got like the big ship bells that like are on the island painted with all the characters, like just fun things like that that are really iconic to Castaway Key. So I think that's cool. I just don't know personally that if I was going on a cruise, if this was my only destination for like Disney related stuff, I don't think I would like that. I'd want either both or just Castaway.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, uh, this is what I wanted to say. Uh, when I saw all the media coverage, it was just kind of like I felt like a lot was lacking, like the Disney charm, the Disney feel of like you're on a Disney vacation. Like I didn't feel that from this location. And as time went on, I found out exactly what Danny's talking about, that Disney doesn't own this island. They're renting this island. They can't go full blown decor, full blown, like how you were saying, the stuff in the water where you got to like snorkel to it and all that. And I don't know. I kind of leave myself thinking like, well, why am I going to this one? What's so cool about this destination right here? Do I really need to get off the ship? Oh man, I have a cruise going to this exact location, and I will say I was not motivated, but we'll see. A lot of people were saying it wasn't done yet, and all sorts of stuff like that. So maybe they really flush out whatever storylines they're trying to build inside this thing. Um, Man, I don't know. It just didn't win me over, Danny. I'm trying to. Who had really good coverage? Was it Brady? Man, I'm trying to find like more coverage of this cruise. Um,
Did Disney Food Blog do it? I think Disney Food Blog
Disney
did.
Food Blog. What am I talking about? Yeah, Disney Food Blog. That's who I was like really. Yeah, Disney Food Blog was posting a ton. Let me go to them real quick, Danny.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch all their stuff. I was seeing it on Twitter. I don't know if AJ was the one that was there.
Mhm.
Um, but they usually have pretty good coverage, thorough stuff. So
Um, Dude, damn, they post a
yeah,
lot.
it's like I agree with Peter Darmanian. It's like with what he says. He said honestly, I'd much rather go to Aulani or Castaway Key. I agree. I I just like the exclusiveness of like being somewhere like at a Disney resort. When you're at Walt Disney World, you feel like you're just in Disney, right? You're not surrounded by other things. Castaway Key, your own island. And even Aulani, even though you're surrounded by other hotels, it still feels really exclusive and separate. Um, and this just didn't give me that same vibe. It still looks cool. I mean, we're 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 like pulling hairs here. It's like you're in a gorgeous island in the middle of the Bahamas. Like
Mhm.
it's still beautiful either way. But I would just say for me, I'm not a person that's doing a cruise every single year. So if I'm doing like a once in a lifetime cruise, which a lot of people do that, I don't think I would choose this destination necessarily over Castaway Key. So
Yeah. You know what it is, Danny, is like man, I'm trying to find their videos of all this cruise coverage, but they don't have that many on the Disney Food blog. Who was it that covered it really well? Oh well, I don't know. I give up. I give up. I don't know where. I don't know who covered the. There was a lot of Twitter people that were covering the Lookout Key. This is what I want to say. Florida cruises are very convenient for the port that's right next to Walt Disney World. Which one is that one, Danny? Port Canaveral.
Port Canaveral, yeah.
You got to go to Fort Lauderdale if you want some Lookout Key, and that's like 2-hour drive from Walt Disney World. And I just recently talked to Walt Disney World, and I was like, hey, do you guys have like a paid transportation that I could do through Disney from a Walt Disney World to Fort Lauderdale? And they're like, no, we don't. And I was like, what kind of weird nonsense is that? Like, there's nothing you could assist me with, like at least send me in the right direction of affiliate that Disney works with to get people from Walt Disney World to Fort Lauderdale. The answer is no. So when I heard that, well, the only answer I have is I rent a car and then go through that process, and I have my girlfriend and my baby, so we got to go through all that now. And I was just thinking to myself, we're doing all this extra stuff for Lookout Key because we wanted to have a cruise where we get to do Castaway and Lookout Key, which sounds amazing. But after I've seen Lookout Key, I'm kind of like, I almost rather do 2 days of Castaway Key. I don't know. That's just how I feel right now. Maybe I'm being a little haterade on Lookout Key, but it's not looking great. I don't know. I have to say that. We got Maniac with the super chat, dropping 5. I heard from a very, very close source that they're trying to bring back The Weeknd, but the house will be all of his albums. Wow.
We had heard a similar rumor, Maniac, and it sounds like maybe it was a last minute back out and that it's not going to happen anymore. And they have to rework that maze into something original.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm on the side. I love The Weeknd. I like The Weeknd music, The Weeknd maze, Weekend bar, hearing The Weeknd music while waiting in line. I just loved it all. So hey, I'm open arms to have The Weeknd come back.
We would love it for it to come back, but yeah, it doesn't. Rumors wise, it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. Super enthused on Twitter. Super enthused.
I think super enthused is more on Instagram. Jackie?
I give up, man. I give up. That's how much coverage came out of this media. I can't even find it.
I know Peter and Kitcher are there, I think.
They're there right now?
On their Instagram, I think.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Ordinary Adventures.
We got a super chat from Carla and Kiko. Carla and Kiko. Happy 90th birthday to Donald Duck. You're already celebrating more than Disneyland. Thank you, Mondo, for the Zocalo recommendation for Fantasmic Dining. Super good. 5 fires. Miss you both. Heading back to the bay from the park. Smash that like button. Carly Kiko dropping 10. Thank you guys so much. 5 fire. Yeah, the Fantasmic Dining, Rancho de Zocalo. Honestly, all of them. I haven't even heard no complaints from a Blue Bayou, Riverbell. Everybody's loved the Fantasmic Dinings. They've been a home run success. The more budget-friendly one is Zocalo, and it still hits, though. It still hits. I'm glad you liked it, Carla and Kiko. Thank you for trusting us, man. I saw Ketter comment something.
Kidder was saying that the beaches look better at Lookout Key versus Castaway Key, especially the adult beach. I've heard that the adult beach at Castaway isn't the best. And he also said the food offerings at Lookout Key looked much better than Castaway.
So, man, I've never done Castaway. Obviously, I've never done Lookout. So, I'll give you guys my in person description whenever I do it. Disney doesn't own Castaway Key either. Maybe this is just the beginning of Lookout Key. Maybe 10 years from now, it's like super badass. You know what I mean? Um, Disney has not been able to finish things on target lately. Let's see. All right. I think that's it for the Disney Cruise Line, Danny. I want to get into more news. We're jumping all over these theme parks. We're going to Walt Disney World. Epcot! Epcot today debuted Communicore Hall. They did a big media event. We got meet and greets that are now going to be had there at Communicore Hall. We got a new mural that's debuted.
Love
People,
it.
I saw people on Twitter say we love it, but why do you keep teasing this right here? Maybe that's D23 related. We did see Figment at Imagineering Building, so maybe a new Figment rides upon us. Communicore Hall, is Communicore Hall a complete new idea, Danny, or is this just like a reimagined version of Communicore? Because I don't know the lore of Epcot. To me, this is all new.
Um, so Epcot had pavilions before, and
Ah,
it's still like pavilions kind of, right? But Communicore was a pavilion of Epcot. Communicore, World of Motion, and so they're like the seas is now the seas with Nemo and friends, right? And
mm-hmm.
then the land, but there's like other things inside the land. So it's like they had the Body Wars attraction inside the like the big pyramid thing. So it's or the dome, excuse me.
Yeah.
Um, so it's they had a bunch of different um, pavilions, and one of them was Communicore. So it is a reimagined like version of it, like being back again.
And today they also debuted this new like stage that was built in this new area of Epcot. This is a video from Disney Food Blog. They posted a ton of video. They got live music, and this is the same area where there you go. That's a better view of it all. This is the same area where they're gonna do an Encanto. Uh, they posted. Let me go to their Twitter real quick. Oh, that's where the mural is. Okay. I was wondering. Um, I want to show the. Is this it? Uh, where they had like a front view of it. Oh, here's like a walkthrough of it, Danny. This is the first time people have been in there, huh? As like it's only a media event, not like the public could do this.
Yeah, I don't really know the details on the event, but essentially Communicore Hall is going to be like a it's in World Celebration, which now Epcot, rather than having, I mean, it still has pavilions, but now it's broken up into neighborhoods, right? So we have World Nature, World Discovery, World Celebration, and then World Showcase. So World Celebration is the middle of Epcot, where we saw half of World Celebration open last year, which I had a chance to see. I think Mondo saw as well too. The new gardens behind the spaceship Earth,
Yeah.
the new Walt statue where he's sitting down Dreamer's Point. So that's all part of World Celebration, and World Celebration really is just like a bunch of places where you can like sit, relax, and kind of find like little nooks and crannies and things to find special entertainment. Right? They had that like nature elements of nature, like interpretive dance show, and then like Communicore Hall is really supposed to be like their newer version of like the festival center. Right now, there are no festivals at Epcot, so this Encanto like kind of musical situation, and then the other live entertainment is really all they have. We don't really know how they're going to use the space during the next festival, but this was the first time where they this summer is not going to have festivals. and it's going to be like a festival free summer, because they had extended like Food and Wine or whatever the last one was, so that like Flower and Garden, like there was barely any pass through between that and Food and Wine. And so this time around, the summer's open. So I think they're probably using time to build a little bit more anticipation. Maybe people were getting a little festivaled out at Epcot. They were lasting a little too long. They maybe cut it a little bit shorter, but Communicore Plaza is really supposed to be utilized for the celebrations and the festivals. So they'll have like some of the live entertainment for like the Food and Wine Festival over here. They'll have maybe culinary demonstrations, and they're in the shade, like on a stage area, and then you have tables there. They'll have maybe ticketed events that you can go to. It's like basically a full festival center, and they'll have, in addition to entertainment, of course, the other half of the building is the Mickey meet and greet, Mickey and Friends meet and greet. So you've got all the different Disney characters that you can meet at Epcot, and it's indoors and in the air conditioning, which is really nice. Epcot's always had that, and it's something that you can use your Lightning Lane on too for Genie Plus. So that'll be back again. So all in all, it's good. I think it's cool. We don't really know the space is just a multi-used like space that can be used for literally anything. We don't know how they'll plan to use it in the future. Right now, they just have the Celebración and Canto, for right now. So I'm sure people will, find negative things to say about it, but it's truly it's setting the stage to make Epcot a place of celebration, and it's in World Celebration, so it's in the neighborhood of Epcot where like they have all this space, right? I kind of wish that Disney...
a video from Thrill Geek, the inside area you're talking about.
Yeah, the character meet and greet area is really cool. It kind of was a little corny before because they kind of shoehorned it into like interventions, but now it's like definitely been built for like character meet and greets, and it looks really cool. I love that there's art done from like places around Epcot. So like the pictures are like right there behind Minnie's. That's the land, right?
Yeah.
So you got that monorail too. So it looks really cool. I think it's a great all around, and I'd love to see how they use it in the future, and see kind of like what comes about it all. I mean, obviously, we would have loved to have the like floating garden structure that they were supposed to have built, but this is what they got instead. So
this is a tweet from Brooke G. McDonald. They got Maddie Bell and Bruno, and I like it, dude. Like you're saying, Danny, it's like the beginning, because this will be just changing continuously throughout the season. So I think it's cool. This is not peak Imagineering, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not like it's cool in the sense that it's not like they're not building an immersive land or experience, right? But it's bringing Epcot a little bit back to its roots, back to a place of gathering, a place of celebration and festivals, and the space that was here before was Innoventions, and Innoventions was cool, but a lot of it was widely unused, right? So they just redid the character meet and greet space. I don't think they added anything new. I think that was just reworked, reimagined, right? So that's brought back. The Innoventions building was torn down, and they rebuilt like the Club Cool into a new space, right? Mm-hmm. And then they put the Communicore Hall, and then that big outdoor space was kind of really where, the fountain and all the other stuff that used to be at Epcot, in the middle there. People love the Fountain of Nations. And it is sad that the Fountain of Nations is gone, but there is like a whole kind of space that who knows how they use it in the future, and how that'll be used for like it's kind of like right now when I went to the Festival of the Arts. It's like all the arts kind of all over the place. You had like a little bit over there by Guardians of the Galaxy, then you had a little bit more art like on your way to World Showcase, and then on the other side by leading to the Imagination Pavilion, and like kind of cool that this would be like the festival center. You go here for like all the stuff, and then that'll be where it's all at. So it makes it a little bit easier for them to celebrate these different things.
Yeah. I want to finish the Epcot conversation with a post from blogmickey.com. Epcot Vice President declares Epcot overhaul project complete with opening of Communicore. Let me read it. It is President Kartika Rodriguez. And it's very exciting. It's a very exciting time to be at Epcot after years of creative vision, innovation, dedication, and dedicated work. I'm thrilled to share that the historic transformation of our park is complete. The construction walls have come down around World Celebration, Communicore Hall, Communicore Plaza, and Mickey and Friends will open to all starting June 10th. These beautiful new spaces speak to the heart of the World Celebration neighborhood, which focuses on experiences that bring communities together. As you come together with your family and friends to explore these new areas, here are a few things that I'm most excited for you all to see. And she goes on, but Blog Mickey brings up some things that never came. Spaceship Earth refurbishment. This insane pavilion that was going to come.
Yeah, this was supposed to be World Celebration.
Yeah.
Not what. So obviously, if you're comparing to what we see today, obviously that's a huge difference. It's not
where'd it go, Danny?
the same. You had it Blog Mickey. It was Blog Mickey, Mondo.
There we go. Got it. I got so many open tabs on my Lanta. I need to close some. So we got this when it was supposed to be this. That's what I was trying to. There we go. Okay, keep going, Danny. My bad.
This was cool. This was going to be a really fun, really futuristic thing. Like, right, that would be so iconic for years and years and years. I don't know why. This was announced in 2019 or 2019.
D23, right?
Yeah. And then COVID happened, right? And Bob Chapek happened, and Bob Chapek changed a lot of plans for Epcot, and a lot of things didn't happen. So, including World Celebration, and I think that one's the biggest devastation of them all. Maybe
this is the one that hurts. This one hurts.
Yeah, maybe at some point in the future this will return, and we'll get it. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But I do like the spaces that's there now. I really enjoyed it when I was there last time. So
yeah, and then the final nail in the straw was Mary Poppins ride, or Mary Poppins extension, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Epcot's still amazing to me. All these dents in the current time, it's okay. Epcot's still amazing. It's my favorite theme park over there. I do have a members chat. 17 months from Jamie Len. Happy Sunday, Mondo and Danny. Go Celtics 2-0. Luka Doncic, what's going on? 2-0. Do you think Uni is anticipating big announcements at D23 for them to soft open Fast and Furious? Even if Disneyland does cool announcements, what are we looking at realistically from a time frame? Is Avatar? Are they trying to do this in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? I don't freaking know. Nobody knows. I don't think Universal Studios Hollywood cares. That's what I think. Do you think Universal cares, Danny, about these D23 announcements?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Universal's got their own plan of what they got to do. And truly, like Mondo was saying, there's anything that Disney announces at D23 with the exception of maybe we hear some stuff for the 70th anniversary celebration, which is um, in 2025. But that'll be like a fireworks show and maybe a parade or something. You know what I mean? So not nothing major like a ride or anything like that. The only thing we have coming up is Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Disneyland, and then beyond that, there's no new attractions slated to open. So it's probably just going to be whatever they have coming for the 70th. Then the rest, the only other construction that's happening at Disneyland is just the continual transformation of downtown Disney.
Yeah, the real Disneyland Forward is Downtown Disney Forward. It's a complete overhaul, like literally. Uh, yeah, it's just the Downtown Disney you saw pre-pandemic looks nothing like that anymore. Completely, like nothing. But yeah, I feel Universal don't care what Disneyland does. They're just gonna keep trucking along. Hopefully, keep bringing more and more. Ian Grimm with the super chat dropping 5. Consider the new Bright Line train MCO to Lauderdale. They even have a fare that has an Uber built into take you from train station to port. I'll take
I think
a picture.
both. I think Coco already looked into this and it wasn't going to work out the way it was.
Yeah, I just feel Disney's pretty whack for not having transportation to Fort Lauderdale, dude. I don't know how else to say it. It's, uh, you know what it is, Danny. I feel like I'm too in the mindset of like my first Walt Disney World experience involved Magical Express, and then it's just we never got it again. Like it just picked away, picked in the dust. Do you think they bring back Magical Express? They just finally cave in, like, hey, we need to keep people on property. you think Disney could turn that around, or they just don't even care?
Well, they did bring back complimentary parking, and they took that away. So that's something that they brought back. So who knows? They could bring back. That could be their answer to Epic Universe. Maybe they start to bring back all the things that they took away, and that entices people because they're like, "Oh my god, I get Magical Express again."
Hey, no lie though. Convenience goes a long way of luring people to the resort.
We already brought back a free dining plan. That's already here.
What do you mean? What do you mean free dining plan?
The free dining plan, they brought that back. But remember last year this year they announced the dining plans come back for free when you buy a vacation package, just like they did in the past.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, convenience goes a long way. I know Epic Universe is coming, but once you start hearing like once Disney people start hearing, oh, you're gonna get a Magic Band for free again. You're gonna get priority lightning lanes again if you stay on property. Hey, you know what you're gonna get? We're gonna pick you up at the hotel, and you don't even have to worry about the travel to the resort. We'll do that for you. That goes a long way, dude. I get it, Epic Universe, a lot of people traveling to that, but if Disney starts bringing the conveniences back, starts being reasonable again, that goes a long freaking way, man. Long freaking way. That's a great way to lure people back, especially a big consensus that I always read or hear online is that Disney kind of has outpriced many families, and it's true. I don't have to deny that at all. It's freaking true. Let's see. All right, Danny. Let's move on to where are we at? What else did I? That was like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's go to Knott's Berry Farm. We haven't even touched that one, but we're going there. Knott's Berry Farm, big announcement. Camp Snoopy set to open at the end of the month. Camp Snoopy, they made it official. And it's going to be June 27. June 27 is going to be this like reimagined version of Camp Snoopy. And what came with that, though, is some things are not going to be open. We still don't really know if it's going to be a forever thing. But the big one was the theater, Danny. The theater is not coming back. We have not heard your opinion. I've given my opinion not too long ago, but what is your opinion, Danny?
I'm sad. I'm sad that the theater was there before, and they planned to build a theater, and now they're trying to pass it as this Beagle Scout Acres, which wasn't the original plan, right? It's like
No, not at all.
they were supposed to build a theater. So I don't necessarily like when companies do that. Like they took away something, they showed us something that was better, and then they ran out of money or ran out of time, and they are trying to pass it off as like, oh, this is what it was supposed to be all along. And I just don't like that. I don't like that experience.
Danny, we're gonna bring a large green space.
Yeah.
How are you not happy? I will say I think it's kind of cool that there is a large green space, but not at the expense of something cool that we had already. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
It's a big bummer.
The theater was already there, and it was utilized all the time by
year
Peanuts
round.
shows.
Year round.
And now there's no space for Peanuts shows anymore, unless they do them on the main stage in Calico. But like in Camp Snoopy, there was like a lot of kid-friendly entertainment.
Yeah. June 27th, I will be there. I can't wait to cover all of this. I just can't wait to have pieces of that open, so I could take my kid, my Max Cerrone. He's gonna love Camp Snoopy. I think at the end of the day, the way they look at it, like, what are these kids gonna be mad? They're kids. But us parents and the big kids, this is brutal, very brutal. Less entertainment for a theme park that, for Knott's that has been struggling to bring entertainment. So always a devastating thing. Let me see. Beagle Scout equals glorified city park. Oh man, it is what it is. We got a super chat from George Campos. 5 fires, Mondo for Disney CEO. I would bring Magical Express instantly. I feel like the amount of bookings you would get on property would skyrocket. Because convenience, I'm telling you, convenience is a god. Literally a god in the travel agency world. But yeah. Talk about convenience. There's going to be a train that takes you to Epic Universe. Dirty. Yeah. Magical Express is coming back. Mark my words. Thank you, George. Appreciate you, man. All right. We actually have some photos, too. It's not the most exciting news, but we have some photos. Shout out to our Knott's Adventure on Instagram. The off-road rally vehicles. These are the future vehicles right here. And very different from the previous version that we used to have in that area. The train. One thing I thought was odd, Danny, is that the train doesn't have a roof. So now you're just, hey, we know it's hot as hell. You got to just enjoy it. Lots of cool pieces. Obviously, the new roller coaster for the kids, looking amazing. But yeah, I don't know, man. I like the train having the roof. We'll see, man. We'll see how all this plays out. The Beagle Express. Let me see. Tony G dropping a super chat. Knott's just pulled a Bob Chapek on us. What a downer. I know, dude. Epcot, Knott's. I feel like a lot of these theme parks are just struggling with construction. It's like an obvious thing. It's yeah. Just, I don't know what else to say. It's a struggle. Those cars look so much more family friendly compared to the old trucks.
They're talking about the ones that used to beep.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, they look wider, so
Yeah.
more
And
access.
she also mentioned, Mondo, that that other train cars do have roofs, some don't. So it's
Oh,
like Casey
okay.
Jr., where like Casey Jr. has some that are out, some that are covered.
Okay, cool. Cause yeah, it's getting hot out here, man. I would like a roof. um. All right, so Disneyland news, Danny. Um, where are we at? I wanted to. It's kind of a random thing, but I just want to get into it. I don't know if you saw my video or didn't see my video. I feel like this is kind of big news. The raspberry macaron confirmed ingredients changed. It's like almond filling now instead of a buttercream filling. So I want to let people know that. Be aware, because I know this is a lot of people's favorite treat. It has changed. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's not the same. And then we also had a really good treat yesterday from Hungry Bear. Go to Hungry Bear if you enjoy it, because it's going to close for a while come July 8th. I think it's July 8th. They have a new s'mores funnel cake there. Highly recommend. And to go over the top with the s'mores funnel cake, they literally have s'mores ice cream. So it's just a bonkers funnel cake. Please share that thing. It's ridiculously overload, but it's really really good. Really really good. Put that on your list to try on your next trip. Um, they all have a roof. It's just that one car behind the engine that's not covered, but no passengers can sit there. Oh, okay. Then we're good. We're good. Thank gosh. I was like, the train was nice because it has a roof. The macaroon is so much smaller now. Wow. I don't buy macaroon. Are you a macaroon guy, Danny?
No, I'm allergic to dairy, so every macaroon is usually made with like buttercream or like some kind of milk inside on the inside of it all.
Yeah.
So I can't ever have it. So
Let me see. Um, we got a super chat from Ian Grimm. Uh, are magic keys off the menu till 2025? We haven't even got into that, Danny. How do you feel about that, dude? Crazy announcement from Scott Custon.
yeah, that was surprising. We've been seeing those signs from Disney as you're leaving the parks to advertise, "Hey, don't forget to upgrade your ticket to a magic key." To ask about it like before you leave, and it was crazy to see that now they've paused the sales again, and then will be only allowing renewals. So I think this is just in preparation, though, for the holidays and for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Even though Disney may not have um, all the passes they want, like we've all talked about before. I'm sure they have a number in mind that they like to have, and they had that sign up because they weren't at that number yet, so they were trying to get closer to it.
Yeah.
Um, I would imagine they're probably still not there, but they probably just paused because they don't want people buying and then getting like crowding in for the upcoming holiday season. It's going to be tricky. There's a lot of construction still going on for Tiana's Bayou Adventure for Haunted Mansion,
The whole
which
left
is,
side's gonna close soon.
yeah, the whole left side of the park. So there's going to be a lot of impacted traffic flow inside Disneyland. We don't really know the future of the Haunted Mansion when that's opening. So there's a lot of like up in the air stuff. So it makes sense um, to like kind of pause it before all the annual passes come back again in August, because right now a lot of them are blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense for them to do that. I think anyway. And
It'd
we'll
be a
probably
little
see them.
weird to buy a pass and you're blocked out for 2 months, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see when they come back. They'll probably come back, I would say, after the holidays. Um, Probably like January, February again.
Yeah. I and this is Disney's time to sell tickets more than ever. They care all about the tickets. Um, I don't want to say there's like so many magic key holders that Disneyland is just not fun. That's not the case at all. I've always enjoyed my Disney trips. there's only been a couple times, but it involved Grand Night Day, where you're just like, wow, I can't walk at Disneyland. Like, this is bad. But um, like yesterday's trip, the pack meter was probably like a 6 out of 10, maybe. Could have been a 5 out of 10. It was very calm and very pleasant crowd. I loved our trip yesterday. It was really really good. Um, but yeah, the Magic Keys they're gone for right now. Let's see. We got JDL. Just stayed 3 nights/4 days at the villas. Never took advantage of Magic Morning because I had to line up at the crack of dawn to beat the line in the downtown Disney entrance. People lined up since 6 a.m. Do you feel like the new entrance of Disneyland or downtown Disney is going to alleviate things, or it's just the same old over there?
Well, the nice part about it is it's a lot closer to the parking lot for downtown Disney, and it's more nice. It
Yeah.
looks nice, right? It brings that whole area together as a cohesive look. It's great, and there's a lot more security stalls than there used to be for at least that were open anyway at the old location at the pop up tents. But the problem isn't the new entrance. The problem is the new security protocol, right? That takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So that it just so happened to coincide with the new entrance opening at the same time. So it's just been longer lines in the morning, and unfortunately, there's no special. The Disneyland Hotel is kind of left out right now because there's no special entrance truly um, for the parks for
Only,
Disneyland.
only the Grand.
Yeah, and the Pixar Place has its own for the hotel
Oh yeah,
too. So
Pixar Place, Pixar. Damn, Disneyland Hotel left out.
left out,
Special
left out.
entrance. Can't even do it. All right, let's get out of this. Did Scott? I think Scott might have been. Let's see. Scott Gustin posted. Let me see. Is it Scott? Real Mouse vibes. Real Mouse. I'm trying to go to the Epic Universe stuff, Danny. Here we go. Holy macaroni. Real Mouse vibes. Shout out to them. They're out there in Florida doing some really cool coverage. And there's a Epic Universe Center where you could already buy merch and you could see like a model of what Epic Universe is going to be. This thing is insane. Insane, dude. Last time I seen a model like this is when they did one for DCA at the wine cellar or Blue Sky Wine Cellar. What are your thoughts of all this Epic Universe Center, Danny? They're really going all
Yeah,
out
well,
now, dude.
the coolest thing about this model is that it has augmented reality. So you can use the companion app when you're there in the preview center in Universal City Walk, and you can look through your device, your iPad, your iPhone, whatever, and use augmented reality to have the model come to life. So Stardust racers racing down the track. You'll see different things happen. Yeah, there's some of the AI or the AR, sorry, stuff that you can see. You see dragons flying over Burke. It's a really cool way to see the model come to life. The other cool thing about the preview center is that, like, for the first time ever, Universal Studios Orlando
Augmented reality
has
to bring
had
some of
Super Nintendo merch. So they've got Super Nintendo World merch, and it's Universal Orlando branded. So it doesn't say like Hollywood on it or anything.
I could imagine Mouse Vibe's going to drop a YouTube video, so check that out soon on their YouTube channel. I'm excited, dude. Epic Universe. It's just unreal. I can't help but compare it, Danny. Why isn't Disney giving us these augmented reality previews of things to come? I guess there's nothing to showcase at this time. But maybe Disney at D23 uses augmented reality for some of their showcasings of whatever they're going to be bringing in the future, because they always do that. What is it called? Imagineer Corner or kind of thing?
We had the Blue Sky Cellar, but the Blue Sky Cellar is currently being transformed into the Disney Vacation Club Sales Center.
Oh no! I'm saying at D23 on Sunday they always like. You remember how they did like the Avenger Campus corner, and then after that they did a corner for like Galactic Star Cruiser, Tron area.
Oh yeah, so we'll have the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts and Experiences or whatever. It'll have its own booth at D23, and then the announcement is on Saturday. So typically on Sunday we see some more things added to the booth typically that weren't there before. In the past, they've had like sections kind of like sectioned off by like a curtain, and then like on Sunday, the day after the parks announcement, they'll like drop the curtain, and there's like a new space for you to go into. That could be really cool if they did that again. Um, Last time, I think they just had like everything that was in the presentation was there. The only thing they added was like some like the TV screens were showing new things that were talked about. That was the only other thing.
But they had the Walt statue. They had down the Toontown. Like, it's so cool that now we're walking in this in real life.
I know.
It's so weird to see that. Dude, Disney needs to put these on display, man. I just want to look at them again. These displays are so articulate. It's crazy. It literally, that's what it looks like in real life. Like, legit.
Except for the tree.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I wonder what they do this year. All these magic bands. I forgot about this D23. Whatever this is going to be one day. Unless it was Hulk, I guess. Damn, Danny. I can't wait for your D23 coverage, dude. We got a super chat from Sean Tucker. Dropping the fire. Fire up HHN. Dude. We will be in Halloween season soon. Earlier than ever.
And if you guys are just joining the live now, we're kind of at the last half of it. But we already covered HHN. So just rewind. The HHN was the first thing we talked about, and we discussed a lot, actually. So
somebody did mention to me that they changed the layout of the Walking Dead building for sure. Like that, it's not the Walking Dead regular layout that we've been having for years, and that we're gonna have a barnyard house, and it's gonna be good. It's going to be good. There's going to be a barnyard house for sure in the quiet place, and we're all going to have to be quiet somehow. Everybody's getting scared. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you supporting the fire, my friend. I think this year it might be the Tropical Americas. They've been showing that a lot in the Disney Imagineering videos, the Tropical Americas. Does that excite you more, Danny? The Tropical Americas? I guess what does it fall under? Encanto Land, Indiana Jones Dinosaur, and possibly a Coco something?
No, the reason why it doesn't excite me is because I love dinosaur, and everything dinosaur would go away. So it would just be Indiana Jones taking over dinosaur. Restaurantosaurus would be gone. The dinosaur bar would be gone. All the dinos in that Dino Land area.
Hey, that awesome dinosaur store that has a train above your head, I think, and all sorts of stuff flying.
It'll be gone. I'm happy that they're adding the Encanto area in Dino Land where there's kind of nothing there. But like the back of Dinoland where they have like Restaurantosaurus and the dinosaur ride. I love dinosaur ride. I think it's really fun. Um, I love I love dinosaurs. And I think it's that after this leaves, we won't really have any dinosaurs at all inside Disney parks, at least in Florida, anyway.
We just
So
have dinosaurs in Disneyland train.
yeah, that's
Kind of it.
it.
Um, Let me ask you this, Dan. I don't even think I've had a chance to talk to you in general. The Dinoland USA Tropical Americas Reimagining Project Tracker, and the big news is that it's going to be where is it? Oh my gosh, is it at the bottom? I think it's like if I'm not mistaken, it's like a $17 billion agreement went down with like Reedy Creek or whatever the case might be for expansion or possible just more theme park, more hotel to come. Um, do you think Walt Disney World's going to go this hard, Danny? Because this is pretty. This is an insane expansion, dude. Or just reimagining of areas in Animal Kingdom.
it's
You know?
it's not really all that much of an expansion, to be honest. It's just a reimagining of areas. You can see if you look at Casita, the Casita house,
Yeah.
for Encanto, to the right of it, that's the existing building that's already there. That's the dinosaur store. So
Mm.
that's there. The building where Indiana Jones is, that's nothing about that's changing. That's literally the way dinosaur looks like on the outside, other than it's got like a temple vibe
A
to
new
it. So
facade.
yeah, it's already even that lush in that area. If you remember Dinosaur Mono and you've been there, it's
Oh
got
yeah,
that
many
much.
times. A lot of trees
Yeah,
in that area.
yeah, and then right in front of that is Restaurantosaurus, which clearly is still there, but
Yeah.
it's just got a different theme to it. So there's not really a lot that's changing here other than the theme of it. So it'll change from the dinosaur theme that they had going on to this. It looks like they might have moved the spinner attraction, or maybe they didn't. I can't really tell. Like the round roof thing is there's currently a Triceratops spin ride, which is like Dumbo, but you sit in a Triceratops.
Hmm.
I don't know geographically if that's where it is right now. I know it's at the very front of the land, so it could be because Encanto Casita is where Primeval World used to be, like that far back.
Yeah.
So that could be right in relation to where it is now, but obviously they would retheme that to be some sort of something that's relevant to tropical Americas. But this does fit the theme of Animal Kingdom, right? Like the park is split up into different sections, like Africa, Asia, um, Discovery Island, where the tree's at, and stuff like that. Dinoland was really cool. It was like a fun little kitschy, it was like one of the last little fun Disney things that was left from like the 2000s era of Disney,
It
because
was like
Animal
the
Kingdom was
thinking
built
of
in
back then.
'98.
It
Yeah, it
was
was.
like a retro vibe out there.
Yeah, it was still like that '90s Disney. You know what I mean? It was built in '98, so it was kind of fun. Um, but yeah, this definitely fits like the overall like world vibe that kind of Animal Kingdom has going on. Um, I'm not sad to see the Dinoland stuff go. I'm just sad to see Dinosaur go. I don't necessarily want an Indiana Jones attraction, but
Dinosaur
you
just
know,
needed a fat refurb and love. Just bring it up to
mhm.
date. Big
If you want to go
Joe,
to,
real
oh
quick,
yeah,
Danny.
go
Big
ahead.
Joe,
Yeah.
Big Joe in the house. What up, brothers? I'm back. Sorry for the dude. Never be sorry, man. Life got too crazy for a while, but I'm back. All is good. Hey, we need to go to Knott's, Big Joe. Not Scary Farm. Love you too, Big Joe. Love you too, man. What were you saying, Daddy?
Um, Someone brought it up in the chat, and I was gonna send it to you as well too.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm looking.
there was the concept art for Tropical Americas did leak. It's
Yeah,
probably some of the concept art they're going to show us um, inside D23. But we'll have to wait and see. But it did leak. I don't know how it leaked, but This
I,
Twitter user shared it.
you know what I want
I
to
sent
say
it to
about
you.
leaked? You know what I want to say about leaked? How do we know this ain't AI, bro? Some stupid AI that someone created. That's why I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's like a legitimate leaked image. I think it could be AI, Danny. Just some stupid AI. Um,
This doesn't convince me though that Encanto's a ride. It still doesn't convince me that it's a ride. It's
dude,
cool that
I've been
Casita.
saying it since the day one. Encanto is just a house of meet and greets. It's gonna be a house of
I
meet and
said the
greets.
same thing. I
Yeah,
said the
I
same
remember you
thing.
said
I
that.
don't think it's a ride.
Yeah,
Um,
Encanto ride.
it's cool
There's
that
so many.
Casita
There's 10
exists.
different ideas in front of Encanto ride. No, we don't. Encanto's in the back seat. Lilo and Stitch ride. Where you at? Where you at, dude? Danny, name 2 rides that you rather have than Encanto. Just top of your head at Walt Disney World. At Walt Disney World.
2 rides.
Yeah, that exist
Uh,
or just don't exist that you would like to come. Because Encanto's not the number one on your list, Danny.
no, I would love Zootopia.
Ooh, so Zootopia, just Zootopia Land to come to Walt Disney World.
Yeah, Zootopia. I think Zootopia would fit really well in Animal Kingdom.
I think
Um,
Zootopia fits better in Hollywood Studios, dude. But is too much of that trackless ride ridiculous? Because they would have 3 of the same trackless ride. Mickey and Minnie's Rise of the Resistance and Zootopia. That's the same damn ride. What is your second one, Daddy?
I don't know. I'm I'd be open to a really cool like boat ride that was built with the Shanghai technology. Um, I think that's one thing that Animal Kingdom uh, uh, they have the Navi River journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they need like a thrilling boat ride, like some kind of crazy, thrilling, exciting boat ride. The Navi River journey is my favorite, like one of my favorite rides. So I love that. Um, but that's more of like a peaceful, like Zen, like really cool way to see like Pandora at night in bioluminescence. Like that's immersion. Like that's the best example of immersion I could think of. But we need like a thrilling boat ride of some kind. They had the
Do,
Moana attraction that they teased. That looked really cool.
do you think they revert, or not revert, but say Disneyland forward, they really bring Avatar Land, Avatar Ride to life? Is there any way that they just keep it only at Disneyland, or they just clone that sucker in Pandora too? Because I feel like Walt Disney World, they would benefit a lot from also getting a Shanghai Pirates style ride that's Avatar. They've already been having Avatar Land, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You think they bring it to Walt Disney World too? Because they like cloning. Disney loves cloning rides.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Or they just
this
keep it
in
Disneyland exclusive?
I don't know. For this casita though, the one thing I will say, even if it's not a ride, it is cool to see casita come to life because it's a beautiful house in the movie.
Yeah.
And so if they can bring it to life in a way that it feels very magical, that's cool. Um, and it does fit right into the tropical Americas fit vibe. So
La Casita. For me, Lilo and Stitch roller coaster, Coco Land, Coco Ride. I would like to see Lion King Land, Lion King Ride, Lion King Restaurant. Dude, there's a lot of stuff in front of Encanto, man. I don't know. Um, let me see. Let me see. I'm just reading through the chat right now. Big Joe, shout out to him, man. He was really nice when I met him in Knott's. Tangled Ride, Tangle Ride. I think Magic Kingdom could benefit from Tangle Ride. But yeah, Moana Ride is probably the number one. I'm shocked that hasn't even been suggested. Thank you for suggesting Bad Boys. Was worth a while. I saw Bad Boys again today, second time. I don't think I'll watch it a third, but second time, very good, very good. Danny, is there anything else that we missed that we haven't got to?
No, no, not really. We covered everything. We got the HHN news, the Disneyland news, um, the Walt Disney World stuff, Knott's Berry Farm. I think we've covered it all, truly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we missed anything. Disneyland, nothing to talk. We already talked about everything. Knott's we talked. Universal HHN. Yeah, that's it. The big news that's on the horizon is next week. Six Flags Magic Mountain is debuting this like brand new villains and heroes, and it's going to be all involving DC characters. So I'll be out there at Six Flags covering that event. If it's freaking really good, I'll be out there multiple times, maybe even live stream that thing. So we will see. We will see. Danny, any upcoming content on the horizon from your end? Just to let people know.
Yeah, go ahead and follow me on all social medias, on X, YouTube, Instagram at Just Ask Danny. Just search for it. If you search just Ask Danny, you'll find it a lot of times. Sometimes it has dots, sometimes it has dashes, just depending on the platform. And then the podcast is called the 5571 Podcast, and you can find that on all the podcast platforms just by searching that. So you can find me there.
And
we're live. We're live simultaneously when we do this show on Twitter, X, and on YouTube. In fact, I think we have like over 200 people watching from Twitter. So
that's so crazy. Thank you for all the people in the Twitter world. I'm trying to build up Twitter. Before we get out of here, I just want to mention this too, because we can't forget about it. Knott's June 14th, Ghost Town Alive will be debuting. June 14th is going to be Friday. So maybe I can make my way out there to Ghost Town Alive on Friday. And the other big news is also Summer Nights will be the one to kick off as well. If I'm not mistaken, the same day. I just can't find the info. Where is it? Park info? They do not make it easy to find events, I guess. Special events? Summer Nights! There we go. June 14th. I don't know the schedule of who's going to be out there for Summer Nights, but we got lots of new food that's going to be coming to life as well. And can I make this bigger? We're going to have some pizzas.
that looks good, whatever that was.
Which one, the pizza?
Yeah, finally, it looks good. Also, I'm seeing some kind of s'more thing back there, Mondo, that's calling your name.
Ooh, a s'mores cookie. It's a Aloha Hawaiian pizza. Definitely trying that.
Yep, 100% trying that.
Grill booth, Danny. We got some of the food booths. You know what?
The Caprese burger sounds pretty good. I love balsamic. Love the fresh mozzarella. Buffalo chicken Caesar wrap. I can tell you right now that's not going to be something I would want to try. The chili lime chickpea cauliflower wrap. That looks like the thing on the bottom.
Yeah, that's interesting. That never.
Yeah, what are those? What's those skewers? What's going on with those skewers? What are those?
Roasted potato skewer. Oh, steak and roasted potato skewer. I can tell you that's already fire. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, steak and potatoes. Steak and potatoes.
Nacho booth on Mission Row is gonna have ground beef nachos, strawberry and caramel nachos. Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Damn. Tequila Sunrise, Tequila Paloma.
All about that.
Baja Taqueria. Tacos Gobinators.
Mondo's favor, his Gobinators.
Gobinator. What's up with Disney and Knott's just doing Gobinators? They just love their Gobinators. So weird. Let me see. I see some member chats in that have come through. I'll get to them right now. This is all new, Danny. This is my first time looking at the Boardwalk Barbecue. Summer salad with radishes. Ratatata. That's a Pokemon. Cucumber, cherry tomatoes, ricotta, peach hand pie. Calico's gonna have tater bites.
Mono,
Casa
you're 100% getting that right there.
I know
100% getting
the
that.
tater bite. Yeah,
That's cheeseburger tater bites. So it's got the cheeseburger In-N-Out sauce on it, pickles.
Casa California is looking forward too. Mexican chopped salad with romaine, chicken, corn, beans, tomatoes, cilantro. Okay. Damn.
Look at the
Ooh, dude, food for days coming to Knott's. Wow, what the heck? Damn. Does this keep going? It keeps going. Okay, that's the last one. Coasters is going to have, looks like a grilled cheese. And to finish it all, Miner's Mac and Spuds, loaded
sloppy Joe potato skins. That sounds pretty good.
And the good old shrimp at a theme park, Danny.
Shrimp gazpacho.
We got Anthony Alvarez. Fine Fires got my RIP October. So ready for haunt season. 21 freaking months. Having an RIP booked, it's a wonderful feeling. I have one booked. I didn't do it last year. We did Express Unlimited, but hell yeah, Anthony.
And then before we close out, Mondo, pull up that video that you posted of the teaser from Fantasy Springs, which just opened this weekend as well too.
So dirty, dude.
The fire teaser that they had.
Let me look for it. It's a little back.
The Tokyo Disney Resort social media team did a great job with their little teaser from the Oriental Land Company. It was a great overview of kind of everything.
Look at that. Let me hit some music in this one.
Oh, we gotta go back.
The beginning?
Yeah.
Right there. Got Peter Pan drones, Frozen drones. Dude, just the dirtiest little teaser reel right here, man. Everything you see on screen, you're just like, I need to book a damn trip. I need to book a trip now. It's just, this teaser's just too dirty, dude. Mickey and Minnie in their new outfits. Oh my God. They just don't do it like that no more, Danny. Look at that. They're out here flexing drones, fireworks show, brand new land, characters, food, restaurant, hotel. They're doing, all in a 60-second. Just bam, 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 bam. Take me to Tokyo, baby. Palm Tree 150. Has there been any construction related to Disneyland Forward at Disneyland Resort? I know they could have started building if they wanted to. As far as I've heard, there's nothing. I could be totally wrong, and it's like a backstage thing, and they're working on stuff already. I have not heard nothing. Have you heard anything, Danny?
No, I haven't. They only got the approval to start on June 7th, so it's only been 2 days. So we probably won't see anything related yet, right? The only thing we could think of that they would start right now would be the parking structure. So we'll have to keep an eye on if there's any signs that the Pumbaa parking lot they'll start construction there, maybe.
Yeah. If we do hear something, though, it'll be the biggest news ever because that's the start of the future. Big Avocado, when do you think we will hear about Magic Key price gouges? Everybody says on my Instagram, Danny, that the reason they stopped the keys is because prices are going up. I believe it. Prices go up. It's like a normal thing in the.
They usually go up in August.
Yeah. I I think they go up like $50 or $100 at the most. I don't think it'll be that bad of like a $200 increase. I don't think so. These Magic Keys are pretty high already, but whatever it is, it's still going to be a great value because buying tickets is brutal. I freaking hate it. I hate buying tickets. Allie, 22 months. Allie, hey, thank you. Bob Fires. Hi, everyone. So happy I was able to catch a live stream. I hope everyone is doing good. I'll be at Disney this weekend. Hopefully, it won't be crazy. We were just there yesterday, and it was wonderful. A lot of Magic Keys blocked out. Grad nights have kind of come and went. So I don't think it'll get crazy till like another month. Come July, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But thank you, Allier. Also, to Mike Sykes, 35 months. Holy macaroni. Watching from Las Vegas. Keep doing what you guys are doing. You both are the best and super awesome. I hope you win a jackpot. I don't know if you're gambling out there, Mike, but I hope you win a jackpot. And, dude, thank you. Seriously, 35 freaking months, man. And stay hydrated. I do watch people that like live stream in Vegas and stuff every now and then. It's brutal. It's brutality out there. It's literally insane. But Mike, safe travels, dude. Ronnie with 7 months. Maybe Disneyland will get a new dragon for Fantasmic for the 75th anniversary. I sure hope so, Ronnie.
I got 5 years.
Yeah. Is 5 years enough? I would say so. I just, I think 5 years is enough to crank out a dragon. Disney could do a lot with 5 years. We could get a tree house that's already been there, Its possibilities are endless. But thank you. Mondo, Danny, what are your favorite go-to recommendation in downtown Disney? Dining. What's your go-to, Danny? Like number 1 and 2 for you?
Right now in downtown Disney, I think a lot of people forget about the pizza place next to Naples, the quick service pizza place, Napolini. You pay like $12. You get a fresh wood-fired pizza,
and Magic Key discount, and you get a full like personal size pizza versus like a small little slice inside the park. It's a lot more of a value there, and people forget about that. And then also, I think a lot of people too forget about Black Tap. Like I feel like the hype kind of died for a little bit, but yeah, Black Tap hype's gone.
They have good food. They have good food.
I think you're trying to get fancy. Just go to Napa Rose, Grand Californian. You will not be disappointed. Napa Rose hits so hard. I freaking love it.
Or Craftsman's Bar.
Nice place to chill, kind of get away from it all. If you're trying to be fancy, Napa Rose. And I can't say anything else other than Napolini, Danny. You want that quick service? Napolini. Just straight up. Yeah. Pizza.
I haven't tried Paseo yet, so I can't comment on Paseo because I haven't tried it. And Tiendita, I haven't tried it yet either. Because it made me mad that they were open and their breakfast isn't open yet. So I was like, I'm not even going to try this place. So, why advertise? They were, advertising the breakfast, and then they're like, and then I asked the cast members that worked there, we don't know when breakfast is starting. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to eat here then.
Over it. That scenario's happened to me before, too. I forgot where. I was like, I don't want to eat here then. It's like, I'll just move on. Yeah, it's really hard to. I will say though, the bowling alley. What's it called again? The bowling alley. I just thinking Lucky Strike, but I know it's not called that.
Lucky Strike, Splitsville.
Splitsville is low key fire. It's not even that pricey. It's just Disneyland prices. But Splitsville, don't bowl there. Don't even buy alcohol because that is expensive. just go get the food. You will not be disappointed. Splitsville hits hard. Splitsville, Napolini, quick service. And if you're trying to get fancy, Red Rose Tavern. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you guys taking time out of your night. Most importantly, big thank you to Danny. Check his podcast out. Leave him voice memos. I want so many voice memos. Danny doesn't know what to do. So leave him some voice memos on his podcast. 5571. Do not forget. All right. We are firing it down. The Cali Bank, just as Danny, are calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo. Have a good night, y'all. Love y'all.